The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
Hey, welcome to the program. Thanks for being here. It is indeed the Ron Van Dam Show. That is part of my name. Actually, it's the whole name. Thanks for being here. Make yourself comfortable. This won't take too long. It'll be a little bit painful for you, but in the long run, it's important for you to go through this. First of all, for those of you watching for the first time, good. Thanks for coming. This show is a little bit different than the other shows that you may see on this particular channel because I'm not on the other shows, so it might be a bit different. What's my gig? What am I doing? I've been in radio for 30 years. My thing is I'm a grumpy old bastard. Is that an acting job, or am I like that in real life? Nobody seems to know. I have a feeling it's more of the real life thing, but some people think that I'm acting grumpy. Whatever, who cares? So that's it. Once a week, I come into the studio in order to do the visual version of what I do every single weekday for 30 years. On the radio podcast / radio show that I do interviews with all kinds of interesting people, celebrities, experts, that kind of thing. But on this version, I just talk for half an hour. It might be one of the most boring experiences that you go through in your life, but I have a feeling that it may be okay. It's not like TED Talks because my name is not Ted. And that's the setup. Every once in a while, I will move my arms or my hands in order to justify this visual media. But other than that, nothing's going to happen here. There are no circus clowns involved. I don't do pantomime. I'm out of magic tricks because all the doves and bunnies died, so I really just talk. You cannot contact me. This is not a two-way street. I talk at you, about you when you're not looking. And that's how I do this. I talk about Amish people a lot because they don't have TVs or radios, so I'm really not offending them to their face. And that's what I do. I like to eat spaghetti and pasta. That's my downfall. Ice cream is fun, but I'm supposed to stay away from sugar. That's all you need to know about me. Now tell me about you. Oh, that's right. You can't respond. So what I do is I talk about things that are bothersome, things that don't make any sense. Sometimes they're national situations, sometimes they're social and local situations. I shall start bitching right now. By the way, if you have something to do, do not multitask while I'm talking. It's rude and I don't appreciate it. All right. I don't know what town you live in because I don't know you personally. Seem like nice people, but probably underneath, not so much. I live in a town that you're probably familiar with. They used to have something called the Taste of, and then the town's name was in the title. And they did this for years and years, and what would happen, the residents of the town and surrounding towns would go to this location, and they would taste food samples from the restaurants in the area. It was a great community event, and it gave the restaurateurs a chance for people to taste some of their foods and offerings. It was very successful because not only did I like to go, and there were ticket prices involved, so it raised money for somebody, but also I actually went to some of the restaurants that I tasted that I hadn't been to before because of that taste thing. So it was beneficial to them as well. Then oh my God, the COVID thing struck. And people could not touch each other. They couldn't gather together. It was the perfect scenario for me, because being around people and having to put up with them and tolerate them is something that I don't really love to do. The pandemic, although fatal for many, and I mean that seriously, but we had to we had to stay away from other people. That was good. You know, hey Ron, how are you? Oh, can't touch you. Don't shake my hand. Can't touch you. And you can't come to my house, and I can't go to your house. You want to have lunch? No, can't do that. We can't go to a public place. I'm sorry. Well, I could wear a mask. No, I don't know who you are. You could be robbing a bank. Don't wear a mask. I don't care. I don't want to see your mask. So no, and that went on for 2.5 years, as I recall. Now COVID is over, although some people are still getting it, because they're just into it, I suppose. They never got the injections, to keep it away, and they just said, no, whatever happens, happens, and fine, and they get it. Don't really die from it. They just get sick. So it's kind of over until the next lab mistake out of China. But it's over. It's about time, and I'm speaking to the town officials of the particular town of which I live. Can we start this up again? Is there any reason why you have not? The public health warning is over. The emergency is over. We can again start to mingle and touch each other in a food atmosphere. So let's start doing that again. And why you have not gotten back to normality by having the taste of and then your town name. And it's not just this town, it's other towns as well that haven't gotten back into it. But it was a great community thing. Can we do that again, please? Thank you very much. And I say the same things to Chinese restaurants. Chinese restaurants still, to this day, have not returned to the buffet situation. Now, maybe a few have. I'm not familiar with them. The buffets are gone. And the buffets were a wonderful part of society in the sense that I could benefit by eating all the food I wanted for one price. It was gluttonous, but this is America, where gluttonous is our middle name. I mean, come on, let's get back to the buffets. They were always disgusting. They always had sneeze guards, which really didn't make much sense anyway, because if you sneezed on the plastic sneeze guard, the mucus would just go to the edge and just fall into the food anyway. But, let's get back into it, man. Come on. Let's do it. Buffets again. Yay, buffets. Come on, let's do it. Restaurants, start doing the buffets again. Let's do it. Come on, stop being so scared. During the pandemic, I'm not going to let the pandemic bother me. Now the pandemic's over. Well, I don't want to go back to that stuff. Why not? Come on, you're changing your attitude. I wanted to start off with that, first of all. Secondly, I keep getting notices in the mail, little postcards, that say that the quality of the water in the town in which I live sucks. It's not healthy. It doesn't meet standards. What are you doing? And there's a phone number to call. I called the number, and basically they said, can't you read the card? That's all we can tell you. Oh, then what are you putting the phone number on for? So they're in the process of building all these water plants in order to make things better, I suppose. This has been well over a couple of years now. But apparently the water standards, and then I started checking around, and there are many towns and cities that are not meeting the water standards either. Well, should I boil the water? No, it's not that bad. It won't kill you. It'll just make you sick, or I guess it could kill you. If you have some kind of antibody situation, I don't know what to tell you then. But I hope you're enjoying the postcards. Come on. Cut it out. Yeah, we're just not, we're not meeting regulations anymore, I suppose that's what that's about. I don't know, the price of chickens has gone down. Have you noticed that? The cost of, chickens in your supermarket have gone down by about 60% price-wise from last year. Why is that? I don't know. Does it have something to do with the pandemic being over? I don't think so. Does it have something to do with the regulations being loosened? No, I don't think that's it either. So why are the prices of chickens going down? Because people aren't eating chicken as much. Really? I find that hard to believe. The eggs are still expensive. They're going down a little bit too. I don't know. I'm just a consumer. That's all I am. That's all I do. That's about it. Every once in a while when I go to the mall, and I don't know why I do that. I guess it's an indoor place to walk. When I go to the mall, my immediate response is that, wow, there's a lot of people here. Yeah. There's a lot of people everywhere, I've just noticed. Didn't notice that before. Maybe the pandemic, without going out much, didn't see a lot of people going out, didn't see a lot of people in stores or anything, But now that it's over, I guess people are going out again, and that's not fun. There's too many of them. There's too many people. I think we should come to a point in our society, and we are getting into a society where we do decide how people are going to treat other people and where they go and what they do. I think that's interesting. But I think we have reached a point where if you're not a good person and you don't have morals, we don't want you in the mall. I think that's okay. Can we do that? At the airports, we body check people to make sure they're not bringing in weapons or contraband materials. You go to concerts, they pat you down and make sure that you're not bringing anything in. I think we should do that with people that are just stupid. I just think, I don't know if stupidity has anything to do with it. More morals. It's more morals. I don't. Yeah, I think it's morals. Are you a good person? Yeah. Let me check that out. Let me ask you a few questions. And if they're not good, don't let them in the mall. They shouldn't be out in public. A lot of people shouldn't be out in public that are. It's not good. Went to a baseball game. It was the only Red Sox game that I had ever been to. And Bostonians are fine people when they're not drunk. So I go to this Red Sox game, and this was like decades ago. And I'm sitting there. And in the middle of the game, these people sitting near me stood up with their sweaty armpits and started yelling, "Yankees suck." And the Red Sox weren't even playing the Yankees. It was the Toronto Blue Jays. Why are you standing up and yelling Yankees suck when that's not who they're playing? Those are the kind of people that should not be let in. They shouldn't be let in. I don't know. I'm just saying. I've been to different parts of the country. Some of those states should actually not be allowed in the country. They should just be separated. Just saying, it would make life so much easier for everybody. I don't know. Anyway, I got curious. Every once in a while I watch NASCAR. Because I like auto racing, because they're going like 200 miles an hour and they're only like inches apart. And I think that's like death-defying. I would never do it, but, I'll watch them do it. And I'm thinking, how do they stay out on the racetrack for 3.5, 4 hours without urinating? I couldn't do it. And I'm not even in a race car. I can't even make it through the night for more than a couple hours at a time. So how are these race car drivers in their tight racing suit sitting in a hot NASCAR for 3.5, 4 hours? What if they have to go to the bathroom? What if they have to urinate? So I Googled this. And to me, the only reason to Google something would be for things like that. Pointless things that you really can't ask other people. You can't do that. You can't go up to your friends or your family and say, got a question for you. NASCAR drivers, what do they do when they have to pee in the middle of a race? You can't ask that. You sound stupid. So I ask it on television. It's not like a race car driver, a NASCAR driver can say, hey, wait a minute, I got to stop the race. Can we stop the race? I have to pee. You can't do that. So I Googled this, and the Google response was, and I asked, what do race car drivers do when they just have to pee? But they can't because they can't get out of the cars. And the answer was, they pee in their racing suits. Okay. All right. In other words, they're sitting in their chair, demonstration, sitting in their chair, and they just go, and that's it. Are they wearing diapers? The answer is no. They're just peeing in their suits. That's what they do. And then they sit in that through the rest of the race. Little tidbit, tell your children. That's the kind of thing you don't learn in school. You're welcome. You're welcome. I told you this might be painful. I wasn't kidding. It's going to be rough. I have to make an appointment for my dentist for the checkup. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with my teeth, but my dentist has told me that I must go to have my teeth cleaned every 6 months. How else is he supposed to put his kids through college? At least he's honest. And I said, well, I don't know how else. Maybe you could have a side job working at a convenience store or something. He said, no, I'm a dentist. I make money off of you and the insurance company if you have it. So come on in, let's clean those teeth and get my kids some academics. And the reason that I don't like going to my dentist is not the pain of it, which is a consideration. It's not the fact that they're putting tubes in my mouth and cotton balls and all kinds of surgical sharp objects and construction cones. It's not that. It's that my dentist really seems to get off on shaming me, making me feel like I don't take care of myself, like those are his teeth. And I say his because I happen to have a male dentist. He thinks it's his teeth. Are you brushing our teeth? Well, first of all, they're my teeth, okay? And yes, I brush them continually every time you ask. Before every time I come here to get my teeth cleaned, I will brush my teeth. And are you flossing regularly? I don't know how regularly I floss, but I do floss. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I don't like to be pressured and bothered by other people. You know, I don't like that. I don't like that. They have no right to do that. I'm watching TV, and there's tons of television commercials now for leaf filter. Everywhere I go, there's a booth set up in the mall or something for leaf filter. And I just leave me alone. I don't want your leaf filter. It's a leaf guard thing, and apparently they take it. Ron, what we do is we take before we put the leaf filter guards on your gutters, we clean your gutters out and we make all repairs and we clean your gutters and your chutes, and Then we very carefully, with our Leaf Gutter Pros, we install the Leaf Guard on top of your existing gutters. And it's great. You don't have to have your gutters cleaned anymore, and it's effective. And there's a 1-year warranty. I don't know why we don't do 2 years, but it's only one. Our particular company, and the Leaf Guard filter is everywhere I go. Ron, did you get the Leaf Guard? Stop it! Leave me alone with the Leaf Guard thing. Well, Ron. The Leaf Guard pays for itself. Oh, it does? Does it have a checking account? It pays for itself, Ron. Oh, okay. Leaf Guard, pay the man. No, Ron, you pay for the Leaf Guard installation. And then, but it pays for itself over the years. No, it doesn't pay for itself. I paid for it. I wrote a check. Yeah, but eventually, the money that you save from not cleaning your gutters every year, you'll break even. Well, I don't know how old you think I am, but that deal might outlive me. So, not so much. Or I may move out of the house. Well, then your house will be more valuable because of the Leaf Guard filters. Oh, really? Oh, will it? I see. Anyway, people love them. Some people swear by them. They'll stand next to them and swear. You fucking baby. They'll swear by them. I don't know. They might be a great product. It's just stopped bothering me. I might have gotten them if you just left me alone. Stop trying to sell me stuff. So anyway, my dentist will shame me, make me feel like I'm not taking care of his teeth. And the oral hygienist will come in and she'll say, well, he's right. You really need to take care of your teeth. It's not your teeth, it's your gums. Oh, now I got gum problems? Look, I don't chew gum. I don't like the way the flavor, after about 2 minutes, it just turns into like chewing plastic. So I'm not into gum. No, Ron, you're not understanding. It has nothing to do with chewing gum. It's that your gums are receding. Where are they going? You need to floss. You need to brush. I know, the dentist told me the whole thing, started shaming me, told me I was ugly and stupid. I know. And Ron, I'm just your old hygienist, but let me tell you something. Have you gotten a leaf filter? It's fantastic. I don't have to clean my gutters anymore. And here's the best part. It pays for itself. All right, that's it. I'm out of here. And I take the bib off, I rip the bib off, and I just storm out of there. Stop with the leaf filter. My God, what is that with the leaf filter thing? It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. And then you got the television commercials for the prescription drugs. I'm watching a comedy show, laughing, enjoying myself. Then they break for a commercial, and it's about a disease that will probably kill me. All of a sudden, all the commercials are either about attorneys with slip and fall auto accidents or about drugs that you should take, otherwise you could die of things. It's all these diseases that you could possibly get. Arthritis, vision problems, diarrhea, diabetes, all these things that, yes, now that we have a new medicine for it, it's just, you just have to take the pill 7 times a day, and they make it sound so miraculous, and the people in the commercial are dancing around. They're happy, even though they've got this apparently chronically horrible disease. They're dancing around because they have this drug now. Why in these commercials are they trying to sell me? I can't go to the drugstore and pick that up off the shelf. It's not like, yeah, have you tried Rublosis for acne and everything, and for the horrible things that can happen to you? Have you tried it? Talk to your doctor. Why don't you talk to my doctor? Why are you selling me? I can't buy it. Do you understand? I can't buy your product. It's only by prescription. No, we're asking you to talk to your doctor about it. No, you know what my doctor says? Well, for this condition, we use this. And that's the end of it. Why are these drug commercials? Why are you wasting your money? Stop selling me on stuff. I can't do anything about it. And then they tell you that taking this pill or getting this injection once a month or something will stop this horrible condition that you have. But now let's run through the side effects. Your arms can fall off. Your shoes will dry up. Your nostrils will swell up. Your hair will fall out. It'll give you acid reflux. You'll need kidney dialysis. It can destroy your liver. Your pancreas will fall out, and it can cause death. And it'll cause the very thing that you have that you're taking the pill for. Take this pill for depression. Side effects? Depression. And a feeling of suicidal. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I have this horrible condition. I'll take the pill and I'll get another horrible condition on top of the first one. Why are you telling me this? I can't do anything about it. I got to convince my doctor now? Doctor, I saw this thing on television for my diabetes. I can actually lose weight with it. It'll cause me liver cancer, but at the same time, what the hell? So I'd like to try this. Well, no, we don't use that. We use this for diabetes. We don't use that. And by the way, have you tried the leaf filter? Oh, doctor, please stop it with the leaf filter thing. Then you stop it with the kidney thing. Some of the medications are a chance to live longer. All right, that's kind of not good enough. I don't know, kids. I'm tired of being bombarded by everything. Spam calls, leaf filters, people trying to sell me things, coming at you from all directions. Let me open up my email and say, oh, look, 50 things of people trying to sell me something because I was stupid enough to Google it because I was interested. Now I'm getting like 200 emails about the thing that I Googled. Oh, my God, leave me alone. Notice how I changed my voice just a bit in a theatrical attempt to be entertaining. Didn't work. All right, kids, we're just about out of time for today. I'm sure you got a taste of what this show is about. If it's not your thing, then all right, whatever. It's not mine, certainly. But I will be back next week around the same time, and we'll do this again. That's both something to look forward to and also a warning. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have yourselves a wonderful day, as best you can, and I wish you peace.